Hi ladies and gentlemen, just a quick update on this day, August 17th, 2017. I put out that video today called No Longer Serve and Protect, and also on my periscopes on Twitter I've been talking about these things as well, but I've basically left out this little piece of information that I wanted to include. When Trump gave the presser in the Trump Tower the other day about the Charlottesville incident, and then he basically put the MSM in their place and talked about the problems on both sides of this extremist problem in political discourse, which is turning now violent. He apparently, I might have missed it myself, but I seem to recall him saying, well, this is the alt-left that do these things on the side of Antifa, etc. Well, Mike Cernovich has come out and said, you know, what we need to do from now on, and this is brilliant actually, is all of the violence on the left, all of the people that are trying to strip the Constitution, liberties, use violence as a means to, you know, it's really terrorism, but using the term alt-left is really good. So whether it be Antifa, Black Lives Matter, Islamic terrorism, we're going to use alt-left from now on. I will continue to, however, identify the Islamic problem because it's inherent in their orthodoxy about violence. But that's the one place where I'll probably disagree with Mike Cernovich. I don't want to go as far as McMaster, which that would do if we didn't actually talk about it that way. But at any rate, the alt-left designation is very good. So getting back to Trump here, what you'll see in the description box below is one article from NBC News, but if you type in the president has gone rogue, or staffers complain president has gone rogue, something like that, you'll get all of these different stories about what I'm referring to here. That apparently before this presser, you know, they had their meeting and what the president was going to talk about, and apparently everybody understood that when he came down he was going to stay on the infrastructure program that he's been involved in and trying to push. Well, once he got down there, he surprised apparently everybody in his staff, and he started actually defending the principles of the Constitution, but at the same time calling out this alt-left. Both sides, again, saying that there's a problem with both sides on these issues, you know, with the Nazis and with the Antifa, but pointing out that this alt-left is becoming a problem. The MSM is part of the alt-left, as we've seen, especially CNN. The universities, a lot of the university, the social programs, the liberal arts, that kind of thing, you've seen what's been happening. And they even call for the assassination of Trump. So we're going to list all of that now as alt-left, and I think that's brilliant. So he came out and he gave this, and afterwards his staff said to some reporters, well, the president went rogue. We didn't know he was going to do that. And I want to congratulate President Trump for not sticking to the agenda, to the talking points that his staff wanted him to, and they thought they were having him under their control. And he just finally came out and said, no, this is the real situation. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to tell the American people what's really happening, and I'm going to tell this MSM off and tell them that they're the alt-left. And he did a brilliant job. It's Trump back again. How important that is, I can't emphasize. A lot of people who understand how this thing in the White House works and in other areas of government, you know, commanders and chiefs of major combatant commands and theater commands, things like that. A lot of times they're under the control of these types of people too, but the presidency in particular. And so in the past, a lot of us have been saying, why don't the leaders just come out and break out of their staffs what the people are trying to control them with, especially during this coup situation where they isolate the president, they keep information from him, they give him only the information they want him to know, and most importantly, they control the information that he gives out to the people. Well, he broke out of that. That's why they called him rogue, and this was probably in my estimation, that was the finest moment in President Trump's presidency. He needs to keep doing this, even though it's dangerous, because the control people in the White House and in the government look at the president as their own personal the different agencies control for the deep state. Well, to really break out of that, the president does need to go rogue, just like he did in this presser in Trump Tower on Charlottesville. Brilliant, dangerous, he's putting himself out there, but he probably realized that the stakes now have changed, and that unless he gets really, really aggressive, he's not going to be able to defeat this deep state coup against him, and that the American people themselves are in danger of losing their liberties. So just a quick update, I wanted to bring that up and get this out tonight. Thank you very much. Don't forget that I am on Twitter at Royston Potter, and I do have the Periscope there now from time to time. You can go back and look at them, of course, but it's a live broadcast if you don't know what Periscope is, and I'll be using that periodically. There's some great guys out there that use it, and girls. Mike Cernovich does a great job with it. Lee Stranahan, those are the ones I like to mention because for me they're the most interesting, but there are a lot of them out there that are like that. So I just want to leave that information with you. Have a good night. Thanks for listening out here.